Hey, what's up, guys? Just want to have a quick conversation to the everyday average Joe trying to decide on what new gun he wanted. And the two that I wanted to just talk about to maybe help the folks out at home are the CZ Scorpion and MPX. And yes, I do own both. Yes, I took both of them to the range. And yes, right out of the box, they're going to knock some stuff down. I'm talking about right away. No cleaning, no nothing. They're going to knock some stuff down. That's a check in my book for both of them. So don't worry about performance. I've never heard of either one of them performing like crap on any video. They both perform great. The only cons that I hear about the CZ Scorpion is people aren't used to the platform, its designs and whatnot. But like anything, if you own it long enough and you mess with it long enough and practice with it long enough, then you'll be proficient at it. Of course, you got your AR fanboys, and they're gonna go with the not the CZ Scorpion, the Sig Mpx. Now, for those of us who, case in point, if you decide to go with the CZ Scorpion, one of your pros is gonna be that a lot of companies now are taking other platforms. They're updating it, basically the same thing that you would do. Some companies are changing out the handguards. They're adding on the braces. Some folks, depending on where you go to, they're giving you the micro kit. Not many, but there is one website that does that. I prefer going to Purple Gun Shop because they have several variations of this gun. So there are several variations of this weapon with different braces, different front ends and whatnot. So, and that was all during Christmas. So it may be a little bit harder to get now until they restock. But a lot of the complaints that people had, they fixed them. Maybe the only thing you may have to do is the magazine release. That's maybe the magazine release, you know. But yeah, that's about, like I said, what I do like about the Scorpion is a lot of people have made a lot of parts. The aftermarket community for the Scorpion is really big. I mean, even Manicore is getting in on the action now too. So they're going to come out with a 35-round magazine. Oh, Palmetto State Armory, they do have a 35-round magazine because they have a weapon that uses the same magazine as the CZ Scorpion. So there you go. That was one of the complaints about this bad boy right here, is the fact that it's fairly, it's a little bit more expensive. As a matter of fact, when these were, I'm going to say maybe a year or two ago, not even a year or two ago, as a matter of fact, when I was looking last year, they were getting outrageous with this price. Some folks were asking close to $2,000 for just a micro MPX, which is insane. So for $2,000, you can buy two CZ Scorpions and modify it however you want. Or you can buy a CZ Scorpion and you can add a daggone silencer to the bad boy. So that would have been a plus in itself. Like, no, it's not an AR platform, but you bought a gun and the person who bought a CZ Scorpion bought the gun, added everything they wanted, and it still turned out cheaper than an MPX. Luckily, it seems like Sig may have listened a little bit and dropped the price on some of the items, or these companies are getting bulk deals. I'm not sure. But mine was $13.50 during Christmas. It came with the red dot, and it came with the folding brace from Sig. As a matter of fact, I'll just unfold it for you. Came with the folding brace from, SB Tactical. SB Tactical folding brace. So I would like to thank PrepperGunshop.com because they really looked out for a lot of people who jumped on that bandwagon right there, like myself, because I wanted one of these things for years. Yes, regardless of how much I like my CZ Scorpion, I like guns, and I really wanted that MPX so bad. But anyways, I ended up with two CZ Scorpions because I like it that so much better. Like, I'm a huge fan of the Scorpion. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't want to sound biased though. I don't want to sound biased. The MPX is great. Like, if somebody was robbing your house or if you wanted to take it out plinking or whatever, it's gonna do its thing. Easy. If you want to argue for the CZ Scorpion, remember, you can go overseas and you're gonna see the CZ Scorpion being used by military, police, and any and everybody else. I don't live in an area where I get to see this unless I go to a range. So, you know, popularity wise, I think CZ, obviously it's going to, you know, with it being an overseas company, it's going to have Sig beat on that. I'm not saying it's a better weapon, but it's just, you know, the outreach as far as the company is just a little bit better overseas, at least. But even here in the States, like I said, a lot of aftermarket parts are being produced for the CZ Scorpion. So if you want a Scorpion, there's almost nothing you can't do with it. You know, it's, the world is yours when it comes down to what you want to do with this bad boy. You want a micro version, then you can make it a micro version. If you want the regular version, then just buy the regular version. Manicore Arms, they're coming out with new 4-in grips. They dropped the price of their normal ones, the one that I have now, by like half. So, I mean, yeah, everybody's continuously, they're up in the ante when it comes down to this weapon. I think, just in my opinion alone now, and I could be wrong, I just think I see more of aftermarket platforms as far as like parts and whatnot for the CZ Scorpion. The Mpx, like I said, is still good. It would be nice to see more aftermarket parts for it. That may, like I said, between that and price, that's probably my biggest pet peeves. You know, maybe that it does have a lot more parts to clean, but whatever. I'll just take it to a gun shop. Sometimes I don't have time to really tinker with it like I want to. But you should definitely learn what's in your gun, though. No, you should know how to take it apart and put it together. I don't suggest you not know what to do when it comes down to your gun, because when it jams up or whatever, you're screwed. Then you're looking crazy. So for those of you who are interested in purchasing one or the other, if I had to if you were sitting in front of me right now and you said, which one should I get? First thing I may ask you is, well, how much are you willing to spend? And if it's anywhere between $1,400 to $1,800, I'd be like, okay, well, do you mind having an MPX? Okay, cool. You know, if it's like that $1,000 range on below, I would say go with the CZ Scorpion. You know, with that $1,000, you can easily purchase the basic one and add other items to it to, you know, make it pretty much what you want it to do. That is about all I have. But like I said, once again, if you had the money for both, you know, then I'm like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Buy both. I don't care what you have to do. Lie to your wife, whatever. Buy both, because they do get some attention at the range. I'm not gonna lie. People will stare at you like, this dude got both. You know, most people only have one. But when you show up with both, as a matter of fact, I showed up with all three of them. So I showed up with my 2 Scorpions and my MPX, and like literally people were just like, you gotta be kidding me. So yeah, a couple of people walked up and they just, you know, wanted to check it out. I offered to let them shoot it. They said, no, it's okay, it's okay. But yeah, I'm that type of guy. I'm like, if you're interested in it, yeah, just fire it. You know, that may be the deal breaker to, you know, get you going to go get one on your own. But yeah, trust me, they command a bit of attention. The micro is probably going to get more attention because it's so rare right now. Everybody doesn't have one. I'm hoping that they start, you know, putting them out there so more people can get them. Folks are going crazy. And then, of course, for those of you who follow like little forums and whatnot, a lot of people have been complaining about the micro kits have been sold out so many places. So, I mean, that's, like I said, I think with CZ, that's kind of the one con when you're waiting for that new version to come out. It may not come out when they say it does because, you know, their guns are coming from overseas. They can't control all that, you know. No fault of their own, and it's okay. Like I said, you know, patience is a virtue, and I was patient, and I went and bought that kit, and I put it on my other CZ, and I'm not going to lie, I love it. It just makes you feel like a movie star staring in the mirror. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. When you get that gun, that new one, you just stare at it in the mirror with your gun. Like, yeah, I feel like a badass now. Come on, that's just a little gun humor. Chill out. We've all done it. Don't pretend like you didn't stare at the mirror and pretend like you in your favorite movie. Like, yeah, it's gonna go down like that. You Walking Dead people. Trust me, shooting a moving target ain't all that easy. well, for those of you that hunt, you already know what I'm talking about. Or, you know, folks that were in the military, you know what I'm talking about. Maybe some clay shooters. That's something a guy asked me the other day, actually. Should I try clay shooting? You know, we'll see. But anyways, I don't want to hold you guys up. Yes, so if you would like to purchase one of these weapons, a Sig Mpx or CZ Scorpion, I would say, depending on your money, another thing is how small do you want it to be? Because remember, when this comes out, it's only going to be roughly at $1,000. No, this doesn't come with it. No, it may. Maybe you'll find a deal. But it's only going to be at $1,000. The Sig Mpx Micro, that runs you roughly like 15. Now, they do have the copper head, whatever. That little small one, that little brown copper, whatever. I thought that was a little too small. I thought Sig went a little too far with that one. But you know what? I could be wrong. I'm sure somebody will find a great application for that. It's just not for me. So, yeah, I will have a CZ Micro, and I've got my roughly 8-inch version of the CZ Scorpion, and I've got my 8-inch version of the Sig Mpx. And I must say, I love each and every last one of them. And if you see me at saltwater shooting range with any of them, feel free to come up to me and say, hey, is that the, and I'm going to say, yes it is. And I will ask you, do you want to shoot it? Feel free to shoot it. Come on now. And if you have your wife with you, bring her over, please. That way, you can convince her. You can say, baby, this is really for you. You know, because, you know, it's not going to kick back that much, and it's easy to control. Trust me, for a new shooter, the Sig Mpx is great. It is awesome. Especially if your wife was in the military. She's going to pick that up, and she's going to be able to rock and roll with that. Same thing for the CZ Scorpion. For a new shooter, these are great applications. I think the only complaint that one guy did bring up is, oh, you'll end up putting your hand in front of the barrel and shooting your finger off. And I'm like, okay, well, I've never run into that. As a matter of fact, I barely even use that. That's not where I put my hand at. Most of the time, my hand is down here. That's just me, though. You know, every now and then I use it, but most of the time, my hand is right in this area. So, but anyways, yeah. If your wife's a new shooter, and you got a girlfriend or whatever, and you can get her to shoot one of these bad boys, oh, yeah, you're good. Trust me. You ain't got to worry about picking one. She'll pick it out for you. But anyways, gents, enjoy your day. Get out there to the range, practice. Don't, you know, be like me and can't get out there but so much, and then feel crazy when I screw something up. But yes, Second Amendment is awesome. So when somebody asks, why do you need so many guns or the same gun in multiple, because I want it. That's why. Because it's my right. The government says I can have it. How about that? And when they say I can't have it, well, I'm going to hide them. Don't worry about it. I'm going to hide mine. All right, you guys take care.